Was he trying to say brr? Is he not able to roll his R's?
No, he can't. He can't roll his R's. Oh no.
Ref, just go brr, brr, brr. I'm so sorry. As we don't lose control of ourselves. Bruh, I'm sorry, but humanity is so fucking gone. We're always like so deep in the sauce. We don't even see like the end of the shit tunnel. Like, no.
I don't think we ever will.
My honest opinion, we're all fake. We're all performative. We all do shit for other people's approvals. That's my actual
Honey,
stance.
I did good.
You did good.
Hell yeah.
Good boy.
That's all I need.
Good boy.
I don't like that. No.
Ford dropped a nuke on Vogue journalists after trying to ruin gaming industry with Me Too allegations. Ooh, that's the milk thing, isn't it? That's the milkening?
I think that's the milkening.
Okay.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about a very serious situation, an update on possibly the biggest controversy in the gaming industry involving Activision Blizzard. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys have at one point or another came across this series of allegations made against this company where there was systemic abuse and discrimination going on in the company. This was something that was reported by outlets like Kotaku back in 2021 and by journalists like Jason Schreier, who even wrote a book, a New York Times best-selling book, trying to release all of these allegations, and, well, all of these parties have been awfully silent ever since it was discovered that Activision Blizzard settled with the California government.
California drops sexual harassment suit in $54 million settlement. So it only costed them $54 million to drop all the. Oh damn!
Only. That's crazy, dude.
With all the weird stuff that was going on, yeah, like 54 is kind of surprising. I would have expected it to be higher.
Yeah.
For $54 million. But in that same settlement, it was revealed that no investigation substantiated any of the allegations against Activision Blizzard. In the last 5 years, we have seen countless lives, careers, and reputations.
So wait, were they all lies?
It would seem so, but that's just allegedly. I don't know yet.
You guys ever feel like these companies are blackmailed to doing all these bad decisions in gaming? No, I don't think so. Because a lot of people are just honestly that stupid that they would do something bad and stupid.
Yeah.
Destroyed by these allegations, many believing it's fact because it was reported by so many different outlets.
Is this? Wait. So you know when there were allegations about the developers of Wukong.
Yeah.
So is that the same thing, but everyone believed it because it was during the Me Too?
It could be, yeah.
But here we are. And now we pick up the pieces. The truth is coming out, and, well, it's not what the media was portraying. Can you believe that, ladies and gentlemen? But let me give you the timeline of events. Let me take you back to 2021 when major outlets were reporting on a series of very serious allegations against the company, ranging from sexual harassment to discriminatory practices and some very specific allegations we'll get into in just a second. But it wasn't private citizens who raised this lawsuit. Instead, it was the state of California itself. And throughout these allegations, we had the infamous Bill Cosby suites, which of course was portrayed as a literal abuse room where all of these Activision Blizzard employees would take women in and abuse them. And we also had the very interesting situation. They were accused of drinking the milk of Manoroth, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, that's right. That meme you've seen probably at one time or another where Activision Blizzard employees were accused of stealing breast milk from the female employees. And during all this, it wasn't just one settlement that we're looking at. There was a series of attempted settlements for years. But every time a settlement was about to be reached, the state of California blocked it and began to ask for more and more, including at one point up to $1
Really?
billion. But during all of this, we saw many attempts by Activision Blizzard to do damage control, where they're pledging to add resources to ensure that Activision Blizzard's hiring practices were more diverse, making it clear that they were going to hire people based on their identity and not their merit, which is something.
Oh, okay. This we already know. That's like the whole like rise of the AI. That's also when like the leaks of Disney came out of their interview practices and them asking about like the ethnicity and color and like discriminating people. This person might be like, minority, but like the skin color is still a little too light colored. Y-
Yeah, that's that was so bad, dude.
So yeah, this all goes into the line of that. Okay.
Something that has a very clear impact on the quality of the games that they're producing. But all this was not enough for a lot of the Activision Blizzard employees, including 1,000 of them, who petitioned to remove the CEO, and they staged protests and walkouts like this. And looking around, this is the most 2021 image I think you could ever produce. And looking around, it's very obvious that this impacted the quality of the games.
Yeah.
As a World of Warcraft
massively.
player myself, things have definitely changed over the years.
Bro, screw World of Warcraft. Have you seen D&D?
Have you seen what they did with Overwatch? Damn, bro. It was crazy.
You see, though, people are gonna fight you on that one because they brought the sexy back again. The people would fight you on that.
I'm waiting for the shoe to drop.
Oh, the shoe is gonna drop for sure, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
They brought the sexy back. Overwatch has been in hot waters the past couple of weeks, I wanna say. We talked about it briefly on stream. They brought this character, which I said I actually like the character design. Kind of reminds me of like Olden League as well more. Yeah, like people were saying like, "Oh, she's too sexy" and blah blah blah, all that stuff. Yeah. Hold on. I'll remind everyone with what I mean. Overwatch.
It was the Omnic one, right?
Yeah. It was a sexy clanker. Yeah.
Oh.
People lost their shit.
At this point, I'm not really surprised.
Oh yeah, same. Shion. Okay, yeah. Her name was Shion.
Years, we ended up with Pride events. We also ended up with bizarre meme-worthy images like this, with one of the most powerful
Dude, I would use that just for the memes, not gonna lie.
mages in the universe, Khadgar, reduced to a floating pink wheelchair. A guy who could literally fly and pretty much do anything he wants decided to plant himself in a pink wheelchair. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, this is game.
So how are the World of Warcraft how are World of Warcraft Andes feeling about this? Are you hating it? Are you loving it? Are you like, ooh, my pink chariot is awaiting me? Like, how are the actual World of Warcraft players feeling? Because I kind of stopped playing World of Warcraft a long time ago. Vocal Boy today? Oh yeah. I want a blankie. Ozzy's not gonna share his blankie. Ozzy do not like. Yeah, I didn't even know like our cat has a opinion on World of Warcraft. What's up? He's asking for more water? Oh, he wanted to be
No.
tucked in?
Yes.
Oh my god. There's no freaking way.
Yes way.
Ozzy was screaming because he wanted Zen to tuck him in under the blankie. That is hilarious. I checked out years ago. I only play retail, so the 5 years since I quit never drew any interest. Understandable.
Very understandable.
But considering that Asmund went on a random World of Warcraft when it involves stuff like the pink wheelchair, I don't know. I would use it for the memes, not gonna lie. And then get canceled
Yeah.
for it and get called ableist. And then I will drop like a big ass video being like how my ableist, I literally had to use a wheelchair after a horrible accident. And I never regained full usage of my leg. And plus, when I was born, everyone kept saying to my parents that I would never be able to walk. Like, how am I ableist? I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to fight back. I have a whole script in my head already.
She got it.
Yep.
Gaming in the current time. Am I right? But there's also a lot of regret in the company, including this clip that I'm going to share, where World of Warcraft bosses are talking about how they regret calling the game World of Warcrafts.
And I just want to bring it to as many people as possible. And that means, evolving what Warcraft means, what it is, and where it's going. We want it to be approachable.
Okay, Warcraft is not World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft is a different game from Warcraft. It's the same universe, but it's not the same game.
Yeah, it's not the same game. I don't know what she's on about.
This is already pissing me off. Speaking of wheelchair, there is something new blowing up on Twitter with some woman who roller skates, ice skates, does gymnastic, and uses a wheelchair for convenience. Okay, I'll check it out after the stream.
And that's also part of it. Even with Chris Metzen, we talk about, sometimes he's like, man, I wish we hadn't called it Warcraft. It sounds kind of intimidating.
What?
But going back to 2021 and beyond, Kotaku was one of the...
Is anyone intimidated by Warcraft?
No.
What if I just run up to you and just go, Warcraft? Are you intimidated now?
Ah.
Technology. That's so dumb.
That's ridiculous. It's lowbrow humor right there.
The biggest...
What is intimidating? What is intimidating would be World of Job applications. True.
For me, for sure.
Same.
She's just making stuff up. Yeah, no, she's blowing smoke out of her ass.
Outlets out there reporting on this almost daily. They released dozens of articles reporting on everything happening. In fact, they even made an article implying that the CEO of Activision Blizzard not only knew about everything happening with these allegations, but was also bad to women himself.
Warcraft intimidated another super chat out of me.
Hell yeah. Wow.
Wow.
I'm sorry, even that is more intimidating than Warcraft. Real. Thank you so much for the support, Moose. We really appreciate it.
Another then Kotaku journalist, Jason Schreier, tried to use this for a profit. Now, you have to understand, this is the go woke, go brrr, top the charts guy who was talking about drag.
Was he trying to say brrr? Is he not able to roll his R's?
No, he can't. He can't roll his R's. Oh no.
Ref, just go brrr, brrr,
Brrrah.
brrr. I'm so sorry. Anyway, what he's saying is, go vote, go brrr. I'm done. I'm sorry.
Dragon Age the Veilguard, trying to masquerade that as a success story based on Steam numbers, and of course, he said that was only to own the chuds. He's also the same guy who has routinely tried to demonize studios for having too many white men in...
Okay.
Oh, my white man, how you feel about that one? And how does it make you feel?
So how does that make you feel?
No, actually, it's an actual question.
Because people are so comfortable to throw like shade at like a certain any race, to be honest, and it's really weird. It's like, it's your fault. Like,
It makes me
come
feel
on, bro.
hungry. Bruh, shut up. You already got casted as a piñata. Shut up.
Damn, that's crazy. Pick a struggle.
Pick a struggle. Are you a white man or Mexican? Pick a struggle. I'm not even sorry. Same old racist crap we hear each day since 2016. God, what? How did you mess up typing 2016? Mildly annoyed, but same old, same old. We have thicker skin than others. Do you? I think scientifically it's proven that white people actually have thinner skin. Hold on.
It is.
Which race has thinner skin? I'm asking Grok.
Grok.
Which race has thinner skin? Give me a chart. No, not a chart. Give me a list of...
I wonder if it's Asians. I feel like it might be Asians. As an Asian person myself.
Oh, 1 second. Grok is thinking. I'm sorry.
Come on, Grok, think. Think faster.
You see, I cannot think for myself. I need to ask Rock.
I'm sure there's a study on this, but I feel like it all depends on like
In the meanwhile,
environment.
okay, let's see. Thinner to okay. The thinnest skin in the world is Caucasian white European ancestry. I'm sorry, white guys, you're cooked.
Damn, guys, I'm sorry.
It's
I thought it was Asians.
so I will go according to thickest to thinnest. So first you have African black ancestry, then you have East Asian ancestry, then you have Hispanic / Latino, and then you have Caucasian.
Oh, did not expect that.
Yeah. Asians have the second thickest skin. All the Latinos here have second thinnest skin. There you go. I'll have you know, I have to prick my finger twice when taking my blood pressure medicine. Okay. But yeah. Question answered. Question asked, question answered. Good thing we aren't from Europe, right, guys? I'm not. You guys are cooked.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I don't have European ancestry. You guys are. I live in Europe, right? But I don't. Okay, all of you Americans here, well, almost like I would say 99% of you Americans here in the chat, you have more European in you than I have, even though I was born in Europe. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Sorry. I had to. So what about the mixed? It depends
What
on
about-
what you're mixed with. I do break out pretty easily during summer. So I'm in between the thinnest and the second thinnest skin. Yeah, you're mediocre. You're mediocre thin.
In their ranks, he's also the guy who called gamers predators for liking characters like this. But of course, the big thing with Jason Schreier is that he knew about these supposed allegations for nearly 2 years, and he held on to them to publish them in a book. So if this guy actually cared about any of this and believed these women were in danger at their workplace, he waited 2 years to release it in this book because he wanted to monetize it. This is supposed to be the good person, right? And enjoy your New York Times bestseller, but your reputation is absolute garbage now. And Jason Schreier, Kotaku, the activists, and the state of California have been very quiet ever since this decision has gotten a lot of attention. This is the settlement, where, of course, the main takeaway is that no court or any independent investigation has substantiated any allegations that there has been systemic or widespread sexual harassment at Activision Blizzard, that Activision Blizzard senior executives ignored, condoned, or tolerated a culture of systematic harassment, retaliation, or discrimination. In fact, this post has gone viral, summing up what happened here, saying, in case you didn't know, all the allegations of sexual misconduct, abuse, harassment, and frat boy culture was entirely fake, and the state of California even admitted that there was no evidence substantiating any of the claims. The entire controversy around Blizzard was set up by California to force the company to stop hiring white men, using Me Too allegations to strong-arm them. Some of these accusations were so bizarre and insane that they included theft and consumption of breast milk during work hours, a R-word room named after Bill Cosby, which, by the way, was named after him because of the very thick and colorful carpet in the room, which reminded them of a Bill Cosby sweater, but also the sexual harassment to the point of an employee ending their own life. All of these claims were essentially...
Sorry.
Bless you.
So wait, did none of that happen? I'm still a little confused since there's no evidence that it happened. So like, I'm genuinely I'm trying to understand.
No, it didn't happen.
What the hell? It was all lies, Lifu? Bruh, these people are... Oh, these motherfuckers are making it so hard to believe it. Anyone at this point.
California, by the way.
Bro, I hate these freaking false allegation monkey. Like, holy hell. It's already hard enough to believe allegations. This is not helping it.
So this is the Me Too movement plus the beginnings of DEI.
Oh, this is just disgusting. I really hope, like, if all these allegations are false, I really hope the people with the false allegations actually go to prison. There has to be some kind of like law enforced consequence for this. Like,
Mhm.
I'm so tired of false allegations. By the way, for people who were asking about like Native American skin and stuff like that, so Middle Eastern and Native American is between Caucasian, so between white and Hispanics. Southeast Asians are between Hispanic and Asian, but they're closer towards Asian skin thickness wise.
Right.
There you go. I hope that answers for the people who were asking. The problem is when it comes to mixes as well, there's not a lot of data yet. You see, we're gonna call you a snowflakes with science. All women should be listened to, yet not automatically believed. This is such like a tricky topic as well, right?
Right.
On the one hand, if someone gets abused, right? Abuse doesn't always leaves evidence.
Mhm.
Abuse doesn't always leave marks, you know? So how would you even like
It's really hard to navigate it, you know?
yeah. Where I have the thinner skin is so is that why I cry a lot? Hey, you cry however you want to cry, man. Let it out. Let it all out.
Essentially a theater performance over the fact that only 1 in 5 Blizzard employees were women. As a result, Blizzard agreed to pay roughly $18 million in fines and set up HR hiring practices that would discriminate
Gee.
against white men. Internal messages between California Civil Rights Division officials showed that the entire thing was a ploy to send a message to the industry to literally ruin video games. It was so effing fake that Brack and Kotick literally paid their own employees to stage a walkout. After Blizzard capitulated and announced it would discriminate in its hiring, the state walked back from a $1 billion lawsuit to a $55 million settlement and announced that all the allegations were false.
Jeez.
And the reaction to this has been explosive. You can see some posts saying, no, the government would never spend time and resources just to ruin your video games. The state of California literally funded the smear campaign against Blizzard. Here's another one from Grums, who was a former employee at Blizzard. It was all fake. I had friends at Blizzard telling me how nasty DEI people were digging through emails and Slack messages, trying to cancel people so they could take their jobs. You can see another one saying, this freak destroyed a game studio out of jealousy, with Jason Schreier here, this absolute weasel, who not only helped lead the charge against Activision Blizzard based on these allegations, he held on to them for 2 years until it was convenient and most monetizable for him through his book. But you still see people defending this situation, saying, how does this get 11K likes?
Wait, how do you defend that though?
Because you have to understand the environment at that time was full of like Me Too movements and
No.
cancel culture.
Right now, how would you defend that right now?
You can't.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. How would you defend it right now? I understand if people are saying like stuff like, "Oh, I'm gonna wait until there's even more evidence before I believe any side right now." I would understand that, right? But like at this point, like full on defending them, that's kind of weird.
For such an obvious lie, jingling white men oppressed keys for Twitter babies. Activision
What?
settled for $55 million, not understanding that the settlement doesn't prove the allegations. Okay, they admitted in that settlement that there was nothing to substantiate any allegations. People are being willfully ignorant because this is the narrative that has been painted for 5 years. In fact, a lot of people just have outright accepted that this is the reality. And the one thing I haven't talked about is the impact on those involved. There are many developers at Activision Blizzard, or current or former, who have had their reputation destroyed by this. They are blackballed from the industry. And it wasn't even that they were personally accused of anything. It was that they were a part of the workplace that was being accused. And of course, that affected not only their job, but their lives. And also with these changes and forced hiring practices, this is also something that affected the quality of games. I mean, it goes all the way down to the customers, ladies and gentlemen. This whole situation is a massive mess and reflects upon the mob mentality of not just the California government, but journalists and all these activists who participated in this massive smear campaign, because that's exactly what it's looking like based on this settlement. Until we know anything else, this looks like it was a giant smear campaign that was led out of many factors: jealousy, activism, trying to force will onto this company to change their practices. I mean, it's all just a giant mess.
No, but like besides that, like the people who got like accused, right? And there was nothing there. Their whole life might have gotten completely ruined. Not only they lost like all their income and got completely blacklisted, but that would also take a toll on their family.
Yeah, it was a mental anguish throughout the whole company.
And by the way, like people saying like, "Oh, there's no such thing as oppressing white man." You know, like the highest percentage of unaliving yourself are white men in US.
In the US.
If you say I'm sorry, if you say some dumb shit like, "Oh, but like black guys or Hispanic guys are more oppressed in US." Uh-uh. Half half of the unaliving rates in US are black guys. Half of the rate of white guys.
Um, I'm looking at the statistics,
Mhm.
the latest statistics. It's Native Americans
Mhm.
and then white.
Mm,
It makes sense. It makes sense with how the badly they get treated.
yeah, so for people to fully understand the picture, 100,000, like 30 plus out of 100,000 unaliving statistics is Native American, right? Then
Right.
around 30 white men. Then what? 15 black men and 13 Hispanic.
Mhm.
That's a yikes.
It's huge. It's a huge bar.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. That's sad. Very, very sad. By the way, when did it spike? 2018. Like,
Remember what happened
mm,
2018, guys?
and it started going down in 2020. By the way,
Yep.
2018 it peaked. 2020 for Hispanics, Hispanic white and white, it started slowly going down.
Thunder says, "Why is the world like this?" No, why is the US like this?
No, it's the world. It's not like Me Too was only US. It wasn't as
No,
highly spread though.
no, it wasn't as highly spread, but the main epicenter was US
Mm.
and Canada. I mean, North America. There you go.
So yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, but I'm very curious to hear what you guys think about this. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section. But for now, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please consider giving the video a like, consider subscribing and turning on notifications for daily uploads, as well as multiple streams every week live here on YouTube. But overall, hope you guys enjoy the video. And I'll see
It was a good video. Holy shit. It's like, that's bad. I don't have much to say besides like this is bad.
Well, what's there to add on besides that? Like, it was just a crappy situation.
Hmm?
Yeah.
But I thought you're talking.
No, I'm done. There, I can't say much on this topic. Like, it's weird, and it was kind of to be expected.
But anyway, did you know like the spike of Me Too movement started the spike, not the beginning, but the spike happened because of the Weinstein list?